Hello everyone. In this semester, we are having engineering economics and cost analysis as one of the paper. Its course code is 16G302 and first unit is about basic economics. In first unit, we are going to see now the first topic, the basic one, that is definition of economics. Before getting into the topics, and as civil engineers, we should know why engineering economics is important, right? Yes, of course. And I would like to pose a question to you that why engineering economics is important for civil engineers. Yes, first we have to analyze any projects is feasible, any project we are going to undergo or we are going to take up. We should analyze ourselves that project is feasible or not. The project may be any kind of infrastructure projects like flyovers, bridges, or even residential buildings or commercial buildings, or whatever the project may be, even sanitation works or water sewage works like a roadways project or railways project. We have to analyze ourselves that the project is feasible or not, and then it is economically viable or not. So we have to understand our client requirements, and based on that we have to analyze it is economically okay or not. Based on their cost benefit analysis or cost budget, we have to analyze it is economically viable or not, and choose the option whether to lend, a lease, purchase, or rent a construction equipment to be used in site. So if you are taking a commercial building as a project, means like plumbing or mechanical electrical works can be given as subcontracts. So we have to choose the options whether to lend or lease or purchase or rent a construction equipments to be used in the site. And the last thing, the most important thing, is day-to-day construction cost is to be planned. That is, cost budget is to be planned, and we have to go on work with it. So these are the four important major criteria. As a civil engineers, we have to know that the projects we take is feasible or not, economically viable or not. Choose the option whether to lend, lease, purchase, or rent a construction equipment to be used in site. Day-to-day construction cost is to be planned. So these are the parts in design thinking curriculum. These are the things has to be done in as a part of empathized work. That is, these are is empathy. What are the problems we have to identify? These are the problems, and we have to go solution. These are the things we have to identify in the design thinking, the stage 1 process, that is empathy. So as a civil engineers, we need to know engineering economics is important to analyze these characteristics which I have stated now. And why engineering economics, and here are some of the pictures I have to, and based on that we can. So as a civil engineers, we have to calculate the cost budget analysis, and the workflow should be there based on our requirements, design and structure planning, etc. And financial planning is very important, and we have to, the very important is the efficiency of the project quality. We have to give as much as quality a project, because like infrastructure projects like flyovers or bridges or any kind of works, if a civil engineering has to be done in a quality manner rather than in a quantitized manner, because even a small failure will cause many loss of lives. Yes, if a bridge collapses, means there will be huge loss of life, and we have to think about the major things like earthquake engineering. We have to plan all things so that the quality is to be enhanced, and we have to keep in mind while going for even then the financial planning, the quality planning is very much important. Construction need to be done with the cost optimization, and we learn this by engineering economics. And what is economics? The most important thing. The term economics is derived from the Greek words oikos and nemein. I repeat, the term economics is derived from the Greek words oikos and nemein. Oikos means household. Oikos means household, and nemine means management. Management. That is household and management. A household gets income and spends its income on managing its affairs. An economy consists of thousands of such households. So economics dated from the moral philosophy and history and later got associated with politics. That is, economics started from the moral philosophy, from household and history and later got associated with politics. It was Adam Smith, the father of economics, who made economics into a distinct and separate social science. Yes, here we have some points, that is economics studies and influences the human behavior. It deals with the production, exchange and consumption of various commodities. That is, in ancient history we have known that now we are giving money and we are buying the products. In ancient times they exchange products, right? So it is also one of the economics. It deals with the production, exchange and consumption of various commodities, and study of what constitutes the rational human behavior in the endeavor to fulfill needs and wants. So the needs and wants to be fulfilled. The needs is different from wants, but it's to be fulfilled. So this is the economics. The most important thing is it deals with the production and exchange of commodities, studies and influences the human behavior, and study of what constitutes the rational human behavior in the endeavor to fulfill the needs and wants. Yes, so we have dealt with the economics. Next, we are going into the foundation of economics. I would like to pose one question. Who is the father of economics? Yes, the father of economics is the Adam Smith, and he is in the period between the 1723 and 1790, that is in the 18th century. And the Adam Smith definition of economics is called as the science of wealth. He is the author of the famous books An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations and the Theory of Moral Sentiments. Adam Smith defined economics as the science of wealth. J.S. Mill, another classical economist, defined as the economics as the practical science of production and distribution of wealth. Okay, we will come into the Adam Smith definition of economics. According to the wealth definition, it is also called as wealth definition. We have to keep in mind, we have 4 definitions and each definitions are named as wealth definition, welfare definition, scarcity definition and the growth definition of economics. So Adam Smith defined the economics as the science of wealth, hence it is called as the wealth definition. So according to the wealth definition, economics studies the ways and means by which both the state and the people can enrich themselves. That is, economics will study the ways and means by which both the state and people can enrich themselves. Enriching the wealth of nation was taken to mean normally increasing the happiness and well-being of the people of nation. Enriching the wealth means increasing the happiness and well-being of the people of nation. Could you identify this person? He is Alfred Marsh. He is Lionel Robbins. Was in the period between 1898 and 1984. His definition of economics is called as the scarcity definition of economics. Economics is a science which studies the human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. I'll repeat. The major characteristics were the Professor Robbins' definition are: first one, economics is a science, ends, scarce means, choice and alternative uses. These are 5 things. So economics is a science. Like science, economics is based on laws and mathematical precision. Therefore, for Robbins, economics is a science. Second one is ends, right? ends here refer to human wants which are infinite. That is, our wants are infinite, which can't even be fulfilled. He has a scale of preferences indicating less urgent wants from more urgent wants. That is called as ends. Scarce means, right? Another term, scarce means human wants may be unlimited, but the means of satisfying them are very much. Our wants may be unlimited, but our satisfaction level must be limited. So that is scarce means. Next is choice, right? Man has innumerable wants. He has to make a choice of the most urgent. We have many wants, but we have to make our choice as the most urgent wants. Then alternative uses. He has to choose from his scale of preferences the more urgent ones to be satisfied immediately. When he selects and makes a choice to buy a commodity, as his income is limited, he has to sacrifice the another commodity. This was the definition given by Lionel Robbins, which is called as the scarcity definition of economics. So first, initially we have studied Adam Smith, the definition of economics as the wealth definition of economics, and here Professor Robin, that is Lionel Robbins, economics as the scarcity definition of economics. And here is the another person, Alfred Marshall. He was in the period between 1842 and 1924. He has given the principle of economics in the year 1890, right? So economics is here, in his definition he has given economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. Economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It is called as the welfare definition of economics. So here I would like to state, political economy or economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines the part of individual and social action which is most closely connected with the attainment and with the use of material requisites of well-being. An ordinary man in his ordinary business of life works to earn money to satisfy his and his family members' wants and desires. This is the subject matter of economics. So as a person, what we think is we have to satisfy ourselves and our family members. So that is the subject matter of economics. His social action is also directed towards the attainment of material well-being. So his social action is also directed towards the attainment of material well-being. In short, in the hands of Marshall, economics has become a science of material welfare. Hence, his definition is known as welfare definition of economics. Next, the another definition of economics was given by Paul A. Samuelson. He was in the period between 1915 and 2009, and his definition of economics is called as the growth definition of economics. The study of how men and society choose, with or without the use of money, to employ scarce productive resources which could have alternative uses to produce various commodities over time and to distribute them for a consumption, and now and then the future among various people and the groups of society. This was the definition given by the Paul A. Samuelson, and it is known as the growth definition of economics. So initially the father of economics is the Adam Smith. He gave the wealth definition of economics. Another person, Lionel Robbins, gave the scarcity definition of economics. Third one, Alfred Marshall gave the welfare definition of economics. And last, Paul A. Samuelson gave the growth definition of economics. These are the foundation of economics. So now we will move on to an activity. I think I have posted a picture here. Can anybody give the name of this person and what he have done? And he is Amartya Sen. He won the Nobel Prize for Economics. So he was awarded the Nobel Prize in the economic science in 1998 and India's Bharat Ratna in 1999 for his work in welfare economics. The greatest civilian award, he won the greatest civilian award, that is Bharat Ratna in the year 1999, and the major Nobel Memorial Prize for Economic Science in 1998, and he belongs to India, and he is Amartya Sen. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can post in class.